Ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the State Palace Theater, great venue here in New Orleans, for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we... Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Come on, champ.
You can sense it right away, Teddy. Looks like it's a tactical bout tonight.
Well, that's what happens when you get two counter punches. Nobody wants to leave.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Vitaly Klitschko. Nice combo by Patterson. He comes with the straight right hand. Oh, what a hook upstairs. Teddy, I assume many times in your career, you were instructing a fighter that was going to face a fighter who just had the longer reach, flat out had it. What did you tell him? What did you try to cement in his head leading up to that fight?
You know, sometimes you get caught up when you're fighting a fighter with those great, outstanding physical attributes like tallness and height, reach advantage. You start to think that only one way is the way to go. You got to force yourself to work your way in. I remind myself and I remind my fighter that you can step out and make the taller man give up his height. Walk him into traps.
Good block there by Patterson. He gets to him with an uppercut. Solid. Oh, and here comes the first challenge of his night. Down he goes.
Focus. 1, 2.
Patterson's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Patterson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. A little head hunting with the right. And this round comes to an end. Vitaly Klitschko's plan is clearly to go upstairs against his opponent and to do so. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. And banging away he goes. He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
No, that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare, it's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
He scored well after being hit himself. Patterson giving us something to think about early on in this fight here, but his opponent has even more to think about. He has established the jab already.
Yes, he has established the jab, and now his opponent has to think about moving his head so he can get past it.
Halfway through this round here. Patterson's feeling the effects now of that hook. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Vitaly Klitschko doing what has done so much damage to all his opponents, landing a good solid headshot.
And doing it at the right distance, using that jab to set it up.
Cover up, cover up.
Patterson's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek.
Protect yourself.
Great work offensively landing that combination by Patterson. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. 2 snapping jabs by Patterson. And that's the end of round 2. Patterson's head has turned into one big target for his opponent. Teddy, he cannot get out of the way of this attack.
No, he acts like a guy who gets insulted if you miss him.
As we start a new round, Teddy, this seems basically hopeless for him. He's been knocked down numerous times tonight.
Well, you never know. I mean, you go back to the 1980 Olympics, and of course you have that great quote, "Do you believe in miracles?" But only thing, nobody was punching that hockey team in the face.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date. He wants to get to it.
Vitaly Klitschko's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. You talk to Vitaly Klitschko enough, and you get the sense of his appreciation of the sweet science. Well, they're landing the combination punch. Klitschko looked like a veteran scientist.
Hey, let's go.
And once again, he returns fire up top. Vitaly Klitschko's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses. A well-placed left hand up top. You know, leaning in against Vitaly Klitschko is a recipe for disaster, and that uppercut just landed.
Stay focused on the inside.
Solid left hand to the head. Excellent 1-2 by Patterson. Good flush shot upstairs. Vitaly Klitschko has toughed out much more dangerous situations than this, but still, his nose is bleeding. It's something
Keep
for
it
us.
clean,
and
guys.
now the referee steps in and says, no, I'm not going to. And yet another big shot comes in. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
1, 2.
So rising up like a phoenix from the ashes is the big man, Vitaly Klitschko. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. And that's the end of round 3. Vitaly Klitschko's put more action into these first 3 rounds than we've seen in most 12-round fights. Your scorecard at the start of round number 4. Remember, they've traded knockdowns. He's up 2 rounds to 1.
And he's using that information, that experience very well.
Oh, what a left hand. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Vitaly Klitschko spread out over that canvas. Not the first time it's happened tonight. Will this, though, be the last time?
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, 5. Get to your feet.
Vitaly Klitschko's getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. There's another right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Vitaly Klitschko lives by this. He's bigger, he's stronger, he can stay on the inside and do damage. Vitaly Klitschko's showing us that if he pulls this trigger, he's hitting that target. His accuracy is great.
Well, that's part of his ability. You know, I mean, it's not just his hand speed and that he's technically good. You know, he's got a little bit of pop, but he knows when to throw. See, that's important, Joe. Knowing when to let the hands go. He knows exactly what time it is.
Landing a